According to renowned motivational speaker Zig Ziglar, you can make positive deposits in your own economy every day by reading and listening to life-changing content and by associating with encouraging and hope-building people. It's with this motivational quote I welcome you to Moving On, our general interest magazine, reaching you from Voice of Nigeria. I'm very excited to be with you because you're sure to get the latest on issues in Nigeria, Africa, and the rest of the world. In this edition of the program, you'll get to know more about the need for youth involvement in governance, as well as the importance of maintaining good oral hygiene. All these and more, spiced with contemporary Nigerian and African music, are lined up for your listening pleasure. Do stay tuned. I'm FEYISAYA OYEBANJI. Nigeria is potentially a great country blessed with so many wonderful gifts. Thus, the task of ensuring its continual progress lies in the hands of all the citizens of this great country. Sunday Adeniyi Adegeyi, a juju music exponent popularly known as King Sunny Ade, in patriotic spirit renders this song entitled Lift Up Nigeria in conjunction with his friends. The song is done in a blend of English and Yoruba languages.
Ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà yìí ìṣòro ẹnìkan gbogbo apáta ní ká jọ ṣe kó lè tù wá lára kó lè dùn wá lọ́rùn. Ìlú Nàìjíríà yìí ó ti gbogbo wa ní.
Ẹ bá fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ká fi mọ̀ sí i. Dájú ayé wa máa dùn sí i. Ẹ bá fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ká fi mọ̀ sí i kó ṣoṣo. Dájú ayé wa máa dùn sí i.
Láti tún lè iṣẹ́ ìṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ nìkan. Kí Nàìjíríà máa tẹ̀síwájú ìṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ nìkan. Àti kò pẹ̀pẹ̀ Nàìjíríà yìí iṣẹ́ gbogbo wa ní. Ká fi ìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan kó lè dára fún wa.
Ẹ bá fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ká fi mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Dájú ayé wa máa dùn sí i. Ẹ ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ká fi mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan ṣoṣo. Dájú ayé wa máa dùn sí i. Sábà fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ká fi mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Dájú ayé wa máa dùn sí i. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ká fi mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan ṣoṣo ló yẹ. Dájú ayé wa máa dùn sí i. Dákẹ́dẹ́yà kàkàbọ̀ túbọ̀lù ìwà. Nigeria, obodo ọma mara mma, ọdịiche n'Africa, Nigeria. Ihe esighị ike, ụmụ mmadụ na-aga ahụ, si unu wee ihe dị ọbụla.
Timeless piece there by Nigeria's juju music icon, Sunday Adeniyi Adegeyi, also known as King Sunny Ade, in that song entitled Lift Up Nigeria, which enjoins Nigerian citizens to join hands together to make the country great. Truly, Nigeria belongs to all its citizens, and as such, the task of ensuring its continued growth and development lies in their hands. Against this background, the administration of Muhammadu Buhari has done much to ensure proper development and continued improvement of the economy. Charles Yori, an economist, analyzes the constraints presently facing Nigeria and proffered solution.
So I'm looking forward to a more strategic governance, where government and senior government, whether it's the president or the vice, has a whole loop around their critical development strategy, are linked from both the Ministry of Finance to budget to CBN and to various MDAs that drive the economy. If you do that, well, as I said, I think very strongly that you know something about agriculture which I need to quickly chip in. If people begin to do businesses, they should look for export opportunities. Don't wait for the CBN. That's why there's a pressure on it. Let your business have an export orientation. Right. In other words, not only do you serve people here, your business should be able to earn the foreign exchange yourself. My take here is that government must look at those critical planks for national growth and invest in them. It will pay off, some of them a year, 2 years, some of them for 4 years' time. This is how known economies get out of a jam. Prayer is good, I pray, but you must be physically be seen to be doing something. Strategy is for you to sit down with your people and sing and speak with one voice and from the same hymn book. There's a physical and there's a monetary, and there are the MDAs and all. Everybody must sit in. You are not going to work in silos. If you do in 2017, you would be a disaster waiting to happen. It happens to whether corporates or to nations. So I'm looking forward to a more strategic governance, where government and senior government, whether it's the president or the vice, has a whole loop around their critical development strategy, are linked from both the Ministry of Finance to budget to CBN and to various MDAs that drive the economy. If you do that, my take is that you may have all. Did they say that the route to hell is led by good intentions? The most important thing for them is to sit down and create those critical items they want to drive. I said before, 4, 2, and 1. They'll miss the 1. So go for the second, the midterm, and then go for the 4th. So that you'll be able to, people will be able to say, you know what, there was a government that came in 2015. Right.
That was Charles Yori, an economist, proffering solutions to some of the problems faced by Nigeria. One of the solutions which I found very interesting is encouraging all Nigerians to be involved in investments, and this doesn't exempt the youths of the country. If this is achieved under this administration, it would go a long way in empowering the youths. Apart from empowerment, youths need to be encouraged to play an active role in governance of the nation. Benga Aloto is an activist with Arise Lagos, a non-governmental organization which advocates for the involvement of youths in governance.
Some of them are discouraged, disillusioned. I speak to quite a number of them. A lot of them are just not happy with the system, the way things have been run. So they see politics as evil, it's dirty, they don't want to get involved. They believe, they're better off doing their private businesses rather than getting involved in politics. And they begin to pick issues from outside of the door rather than coming in through the door and let your voices be heard. I believe rather than just sit back, and criticize and condemn the system. We all know the system is not that encouraging, but you don't make changes or you don't make contributions towards changes. You have to make contributions. You have to get involved. You have to be part of. You want changes, then get involved. And make your contributions. If you don't try, if you don't keep trying, if you don't keep striving, we will never be heard. And we have to be heard. The only way these things can be achieved is for those voices to be heard. Without participation, nobody will hear you. So you have to learn the process. You don't just jump into it. You have to learn. Otherwise, you learn the hard way. I believe we're leaders of today. We're not leaders of tomorrow. We have to be leaders of today. We have to get involved one way or the other, however you want to do it. But do it positively. Do it positively, participate in your constituency, in your community. Just get involved. Get involved. But first and foremost, have your education. Because without it, you're going to be used as a tool. And that's possibly the most you can attain. And then you become a corporate thug, which is not right. Which is not a good development for the nation. It's not something that should be encouraged. There's so many ways to participate in politics. I mean, you can be a contributor by probably writing speeches. You just have to get involved from that tender age, build it up gradually. You learn the process and you develop the skills. When you develop the skills, you develop the leadership skills, you have self-confidence. Without self-confidence, you can't govern.
That was Gbenga Aloto, an activist with Arise Lagos, a non-governmental organization, speaking on the need for the involvement of youths in governance. Involvement of youths in governance will give them a voice on issues which affect the society. However, what is even more important is that the youths do so with the interest of the entire populace at heart. Nigeria's Bez Idakula, also known as Bez, puts it better in this song entitled Zukedaya. The song, which means one heart, is done in a blend of English and Hausa language, spoken by the Hausa people of northern Nigeria, enjoins that whatever anybody does should be done with one heart.
She sits across the table, thoughts moving through her mind. She knows I'm turning, but then I have no say. She stares with tears, she walks away. She may be rich and I am not, and that alone just kills a dream. Don't you worry about a thing, she says. We should both be happy. We will be together forever. Don't you worry about a thing, she says. We should both be happy. We will be together. And I'll say this word, every little thing you do. Mubarda Zuchedaya, Mubarda Zuchedaya. Oh, you don't know what it takes you to. Mubarda Zuchedaya, Mubarda Zuchedaya. I sit across the table, thoughts moving through my mind. I know I may be yearning, but then I have no say. I stare at her tears, and she walks away. She may be rich and I am not, and that alone just kills the dream. Don't you worry about a thing, she says. We should both be happy. We will be together forever, baby. Don't you worry about a thing, she says. We should both be happy. We will be together. And I'll say these words, every little thing you do. Mubarda Zuchedaya, Mubarda Zuchedaya. For you don't know where it takes you to. Mubarda Zuchedaya, Mubarda Zuchedaya. Don't you worry about a thing. We should both be happy. We will be together forever, baby. Don't you worry about a thing.
Soulful Peace There by Bez, entitled Zukadaya, which means one heart in Hausa language spoken in northern Nigeria. In it, he enjoins individuals to face every situation in life with positive attitude and a mindset to deal honestly with others. Bez is one of the youths contributing to national development through his music, and like him, other youths should be encouraged as future leaders of the nation. About the future, many Nigerians at the beginning of every year usually set plans which they intend to achieve before the end of the year. In this part of the world, such plans are tagged New Year resolutions. Well, 2017 is here now and in full swing. One is curious to find out how many of these plans are being actualized by Nigerians. To this end, my producer went to the streets of Lagos, southwest Nigeria, to find out from residents their plans and expectations for the year.
Well, this year, I want it to be a good year, but not really, we don't have much.
To know the way of the Lord, to know the secret of the Lord.
As one of the serving members of the Nigeria Police Force, I expect more efficiency in the security service, the safety of the people, the leaders and every property involved therein, and I expected more year of exceeding grace.
My expectations for the new year, a good job, a very fruitful job at that, a better me, and a better society.
Okay, my expectations for the new year is more of the move of God. I expected that a lot of people will be blessed this year. And then, of course, marriage.
My expectations for the new year, I expect to be closer to God. I expect more wisdom, overflowing wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and overflowing every area of my life. And I expect that God will grant all of my heart desires.
Personally, I have a very great expectation. In terms of my career, I expect breakthrough. I'm hoping for breaking fresh grounds in my career, in my opportunities. I also expect that politically and economically for Nigeria, I see good times coming again, because I see that the leaders are getting more focused.
What I'm after this year is that I want to pursue my education basically. And for this country, I'd like to see better for this country.
Actually, what I'm expecting this year is that good government, good road. Then there be job opportunity for the youth. That's the best. They create more industry for the youth.
I expect many citizens in a good way. One, our government. I want our government to do better in this year. Then on my job, and wonderful will happen in the future in this year.
A cross-section of Lagos residents in southwest Nigeria bearing their minds on their plans and expectations for the year. Well, as the year has just begun, I have written a list of things I intend to achieve before the end of the year, and hopefully I wish to achieve quite a number of them. How about you? I hope you've been able to set your goals for the year as well. Come to think of it, one is able to make plans for the future if one has a sound mind and health. Since the Christmas and New Year celebrations have come to an end, most people had eaten and drank without proper consideration of how it affects their dentition. It's important to maintain a good oral hygiene during this period after consumption of various types of foods and drinks. My colleague, Udrak Johnson, tells us more about how to maintain healthy teeth.
The teeth is the most distinctive and long-lasting feature of the entire body. Thus, there is a need for good oral hygiene. Oral hygiene is the practice of keeping the mouth clean and a means of preventing dental cavities, bad breath, and other dental disorders. The purpose of cleaning the teeth is to remove plaque, which consists mostly of bacteria. Healthcare professionals recommend regular brushing at least twice a day, in the morning and in the evening or after meals. A toothbrush is able to remove most plaque, except in areas between the teeth. As a result of this, flossing is considered a necessity to maintain oral hygiene. When correctly used, a dental floss removes plaque from between the teeth and in the gum line, where tooth decay often begins. Remember, every toothpaste consists of fluoride, and fluoride is a therapeutic addition which strengthens the enamel. When brushing, a lot of toothpaste is not needed. Just squeeze out a bit, that is the size of a pea. It is not a good idea to swallow toothpaste, but spit it out after brushing. However, when choosing a toothbrush, take note of the bristles. The bristles should be soft, and brushing itself should be gentle, with the bristles at least 45-degree angle to the teeth. It's important to brush all of one's teeth, and not just the ones in front, but also the ones along the sides and at the back in an oval motion. Brushing and flossing alone will not keep one's teeth healthy. One has to be very careful about what one eats and drinks because plaque on the teeth survives on sugar. The bacteria in the mouth feed on the sugar and excrete damaging acid that can eat through the enamel and form cavities. Some sugarless gum containing xylitol is even a good decay preventer. Avoid the consumption or exposure to products such as coffee, tea, and red wine, which leave stains on one's dentition. Eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and drink lots of water. When we have our pictures taken, there is a common line: smile, say cheese. The healthier one's teeth are, the happier one looks. When we take care of our teeth, they in turn take care of us by making it easy to chew good food, which aids our growth, enable us to speak clearly and confidently. So, cheese.
That piece on maintaining healthy teeth was put together by my producer, OLUWASEUN OGUNDIPE, and presented by my colleague, Udrag Johnson. Having good oral hygiene sure gives one the confidence to show off one's beautiful dentition. Ha ha! I'm showing mine off right now. This song entitled Happiness by Mafikizolo, a South African Afro-pop group, will help to keep a big smile on your face. The song is done in a blend of English and Zulu languages. Enjoy it. Sure, a feel-good song entitled Happiness by Mafikizolo, a South African Afro-pop group. Well, it brings us to the end of this edition of Moving On, our general interest magazine, which came to you from Voice of Nigeria. For comments or observations, you can send an email to englishservice@von.gov.ng or write to the producer Moving On, Voice of Nigeria, PMB 40003, Falomo, Ikoyi, Lagos, Nigeria. Production was by OLUWASEUN OGUNDIPE. Jane Okereke manned the audio console, and I'm FEYISAYA OYEBANJI. Bye for now.